Okay, Matthew Swinnerton here with Event Santa Cruz, and I'm here with Josh Cremer. How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for taking the time here. Okay, so you have a new single that just came out recently. You have a bunch of music that's coming out this year, and we're going to talk about all of that. But I want to start off with a lightning round, a few questions.
Let's do it.
Okay, the Beatles or the Stones?
Stones.
Okay, Red Bull or Monster?
Ooh, Monster Zero Sugar.
Taco Bell or Del Taco?
Taco Bell for sure.
And lastly, 80s music or 90s music?
Oh man, I'm gonna go 90s music.
90s, okay. See, that's your age.
Third Eye Blind. Yeah, I'm a 90s baby.
You're good there. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get the real music. Okay, your song came out just recently, Sugar.
Yes.
But, which I love the song. I love the video. We're actually currently at practically the set where it was filmed here in, where are we?
We're in Aptos, California, down here at Polo Grounds Fields. Now, yeah, this is where we shot the video with the permission of the groundskeeper.
Nice. Who's your friend that recorded the video?
Elias Denny. He goes by That Boy Expensive. He's an amazing cinematographer and director, and all-around great guy. I met him up in Chico, and he started doing music videos when the band started, actually, and he's still going strong, and so are we.
Okay, awesome. Well, no, I love the song. I love the video. That's why I one of the reasons why I reached out to you. I'm already a fan from before, but let's go back. So you mentioned Chico. You're originally from Sacramento, Chico. Where are you from?
Right in the middle, Yuba City. Right,
Yuba City.
Smack
Okay.
dab in the middle of Sacramento and Chico. And yeah, I grew up playing music in Sacramento in the early 2000s. It was more of a hardcore emo scene. And then in college, I went.
Wait, let's go back to that. So hardcore, like what were some of the influences and the kind of music that you were putting out there? Because there's emo, it can go in so many different directions.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's just put it this. The name of my band was With Hearts of Heroes.
Okay.
That's a lot of words. And back then, the more words in your band name, the cooler you were. So if you could fit a paragraph and have that be your band name, then people knew, man, these guys must be cool. But yeah, no, I grew up just kind of playing heavier stuff. Under Oath, Thursday, some of those older emo bands, Hot Water Music. That was really what broke my teeth on. And then as I grew older, band members, they go off, they go to college, they get married, they have kids and stuff. And so it kind of really just whittled down to what music can I make by myself and still pull it off. And so that's when, I just got an acoustic guitar and started really just telling the same stories that we were screaming about in the emo songs. And I just started kind of telling them in a more storyteller, folk style way. So basically the message has always been the same. It's just the packaging has changed a little bit over the years.
It's packaging, but how do you feel when you're on stage? Okay, do you feel a little more fulfillment with what you do now, or that a little bit more emotional, kind of hard edge before, or does that hard edge just come back every once in a while in a show?
It does come back. I'll tell you what, whenever I go see another band that plays music like I used to play, I always think, man, that's a lot of fun. But I enjoy connecting with a wider audience with what I'm doing now. Before, when you're playing, speed metal, at a million, decibels, there's only so many people that are going to understand that and appreciate that. And right now my music is reaching a much broader audience, I would say. But I also have gotten the band back together. We're a full band now. And I've been playing not only solo acoustic, but I've got some boys, Billy Reese, Jesse... What's his
Contos?
Yes, Jesse Williams.
Jesse Williams, yeah.
Jesse Williams and George Marquez. And so now we're taking those songs that are, that I've simplified, and we're kind of bringing them back to the full band. We're adding distortion, we're adding drums, we're adding lead guitar, we're adding, big breakdowns. And so it's almost like I'm getting to be back to where I was when I was, 18. And that's been really, really fun. We've been able to play some really cool shows as a full band, And you know, I'm not gonna lie, it is way more fun to do that than to sit up and just do a 3-hour set by yourself, which
That's work.
I'm
3
not
hours.
knocking.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking. I love to do that. But if you had to ask me, what would you rather do? Play a show with the boys or play a solo show? I'm always gonna say play with the boys.
I think it's cool though too to have those moments where it's just you and a guitar. Like sometimes those are like raw, it just sounds great, but I can imagine the excitement of just being with people and like the audience, like there's a different energy.
Yes, definitely, and it's nice to have both. It's nice to have both. My guitar player Billy Reese is the same as me. He plays out solo and as well as with a band, and then we play it together in Eyes Like Lanterns. So it's nice to have that dichotomy of, you know, I'll have a solo show on a Thursday, and that'll go fine. And then I'll tell everyone at the show, hey, come see if you like it, come see the full band. You know, it's a totally different thing. But, you know, people come, they say, the first thing they say is, wow, it is totally different. But, you know, it's nice. It's just an extension of the music, and it's a different way to present music, and it's more fun for me. And it brings me back to that feeling when I was a kid on stage, going crazy. I'm still able to do that now. Get an electric guitar, strap it on, swing it around a little bit, jump around, you know. So it's fun. I'm really enjoying it right now. Yeah.
I feel it's probably, I mean, it's basically what you've been doing since you're a kid till now, all put together.
Yep.
And so it's like, I mean, that's how musicians, if you're stagnant, if you're doing the same thing for 10 years, eventually it gets kind of stagnant.
Of course.
So you have to move together. I always say there's like a 10-year special time for band. Like, or if like a band starts 10 years, then they can get into a rut after 10 years. So you do have to mix it up.
Yep.
Or for one thing, you get bored, but I feel like the audience eventually gets.
For sure.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know, I feel like, you know, bands have always got those diehard fans. It's like, oh, you know, the phrase is, I liked the old stuff better.
Yeah.
And I hate that. You know, it's like, you know, do you think that the band is going up there and saying, let's make an album all my fans will hate? You know, no.
Yeah, no.
They're not doing that. You know, they're working really hard to evolve and to change. And also, you know, as people, we all change. You know, I'm not the same person that I was when I was 18, you know, starting in that band and playing shows and stuff like that. I'm not the same person. But to be an artist, you know, evolution is key. Or else, like you said, you know, it'll just become stagnant, and then it'll become, you know, just like another day job that you have, like everything else. It'll be like mowing grass. You know, you don't want it to feel, you don't want going to band practice to feel like doing yard work, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean, you're in a band. Take advantage of that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a cool thing.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about, and we talked about it right before the interview, but so you have a new single or in January, you have a new single that came out, Sugar, and then coming up, what's the next 6 months for you guys?
Well, we're going to be releasing new music every month for the next 5 months. We have an album of songs that instead of releasing it as an album, we're just going to put out singles every month, and then culminating in hopefully an album release show sometime in the mid-year. The reason behind that is with the current, you know, attention span and the way the music landscape goes, unfortunately, people don't really respond to albums anymore, which is a shame. I think I always liked getting the album and getting the liner notes and getting the lyrics out and maybe taking the poster out and hanging it up on your wall and stuff like that. But it takes a lot as an artist to make an album. It takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of work. And I think that releasing six singles is the way to go. That way it's, you know, we've got a fresh new song, new stuff coming at you every month. Nothing to get bored at, nothing to get tired of. You don't have to sit down for an hour and a half and digest the entire volume of work. You can pick your favorite single and just put that one on your playlist. But it's been fun. And we have a new song called Texas coming out next month. And then
is that kind of like around the end of the month?
it's going to be coming out on February 23rd.
Oh man, you have the date.
Which is, yes, I have the date this time. I was prepared. And we're actually playing a show at Streetlight Records that day in sort of celebration of the new single. Nice. So that'll be kind of a single release show. It's a free show, Sunday, February 23rd. And if you like folk music and you want to see a live band doing what they love, come on down.
Okay, so that's the call to action for this video. At least we have right now. We have two. For one, go check out Eyes Like Lanterns. Their Instagram, their website, YouTube. Check those out. And then we have on February 23rd the new song Texas, which I can't wait to find out what's the lyrics of that.
Well, I'll tell you what. I told you what I wrote Texas on the back of a truck after being kindly asked to leave a hotel bar during my cousin's wedding a few years ago. And me and my cousin, we sat out there and we just wrote that song. And it was written in Texas, and it has been approved. I have this on good word. I had some people from Texas at a show a few months ago. They approved. So we're all good to go. So it's been Texas verified and approved, and yeah, I can't wait to share it with you guys.
Awesome. Okay. Well, hey, thanks for taking the time here. Again, if people want to find out more about you, more about Eyes Like Lanterns, where do they go?
You can go to eyesLikeLanterns.com. Everything's up there, all the music, all the videos, all the bios, all the pics, as well as our Instagram at eyesLikeLanterns.com. And please follow us on TikTok now that it's back. Eyes Like Lanterns on TikTok as well, and on Facebook. And pretty much that's
You
all.
covered everything.
Yeah, that's what we got going right now.
All social medias channels. Cool.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, I'm a fan. Excited for the new music, and we'll look forward to seeing more from you.
Hey, thank you so much for taking the time. I appreciate it.
Take care.
All right.